You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. A few items to mention on this program. If you missed the big announcement on Tuesday, the 17th race for High Limit at Eldora will be shown on FS1 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time from the Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. First time in a long time, live TV has been in play for sprint car racing. It will be a full racing production, and it also will still be on full racing. As we start the program, because of last week not having enough tracks running, we will start clear back on the 20th Scotland County with the Sprint Invaders for results. Heat race number 1 went to the 63 of J.J. Hinkle. Second, the 40C of Cody Worley. Third, the 49 Josh Steinerman. Fourth, the 71 and Nathan Murders. Fifth, the 57 of Cam Swallows. Sixth was the 88 Riley Scott. Seventh was Skylar Daly in the 52D, and did not start credited with the 99D of Tucker Daly. Heat race number 2 went to the 1 Taz of Tasker Phillips. Second, the 24 of T-Mac Tatum McConnell. Third, the 2 of Chase Porter. Fourth, the 11 of Colton Fisher. Fifth, the 5A of Alex Vandervoort. Sixth, to Tyler Lee in the 7. 7, the 33 of Alan Zhu. And did not finish in 8th, the 51J of Blade Jameson. Heat race number 3 went to Jamie Brown, the 4W. Second, the 99 of Justin Salvage. Third, the 50 of Paul Nieheiser. Fourth, the 31 McCain Richards. And the rest did not finish or did not start. Fifth went to the 14 of Randy Martin. Sixth, the 16 of Dustin Clark. And seventh, the 59 of Ethan Stemrad. In the dash, it was Dustin Salvage, your winner. Second, J.J. Hinkle. Third, Jamie Ball. Fourth, Cody Worley. Fifth, Tasker Phillips. And sixth, Terry McCarl. In the main, it was J.J. Hinkle, your winner. Second, Terry McCarl. Third, Josh Steinman. Fourth, Colton Fisher. Fifth, Chase Porter. Sixth, Tyler Lee. Seventh, Cam Swallows. Eighth, Alex Vandervoort. Ninth, Tasker Phillips. 10th, McClain Richards. 11th, Nathan Murders. And the rest did not finishes, starting with 12th, Jamie Bell. 13th, Paul Nieheiser. 14th, Randy Martin. 15th, Cody Worley. 16th, Skylar Daly. 17th, Blaine Jameson. 18th, Dustin Salvage. Ethan Stemrad. 19th. 20th, Alan Zhu. And 21st is Riley Scott. Your future event leader was Jamie Bowen to 23. Hinkle was 24 and 25. The Wildwood at KSC Hard Charger was Tyler Lee. Other Contingency Awards DMI was Tasker Phillips. Saldana Racing Products was McClain Richards. Cody Worley with the King Racing. VR Motorsports was Blaine Jameson. Ronald Supply to Terry McCarl, Skylar Daly, and Cam Swallows. And Brandon Miller Racing Solutions to Tasker Phillips. Then on Sunday evening, we went to Quincy of the 22nd of June. And we'll start with the heat races. Picking up the win was the 99 Dustin Salvage. Second, the 1 Taz of Tasker Phillips. Third was the 49 Josh Steinman. Fourth, the 11 of Colton Fisher. Fifth, the 16 Dustin Clark. Sixth, 88 Riley Scott. Seventh, Nathan Murders in 81. And 71. And in 8th and did not finish was Tyler Davenport in the 12U. Heat race number 2 went to Jamie Ball in the 4W. Second, Alexander Wade in the 5A. Third, McLean Richards in 31. Fourth, Terry McCarl in 24. Fifth, the 40C of Cody Worley. The rest did not finish as they did not start. Sixth was the 99 Tucker Daly and the 99D, and the 51J of Blaine Jameson was 7th. Heat race number 3 went to Chase Porter. Second, the 50 Paul Nieheiser. Third, the 81 of Tanner Gebhardt. Fourth was Skylar Daly in the 52D. Fifth was the 57 of Cam Swirls. Sixth, the 28 Luke Venardi. And 7th, it did not finish the 7B in Nick Guernsey. In the dash went to Colton Fisher. Second, Dustin Salvage. Third, Paul Nieheiser. Fourth, Alex Vandervoort. Fifth, Jamie Ball. And sixth, to Chase Porter. In the feature event, your winner was Paul Nieheiser. Second, Terry McCarl. Third, Colton Fisher. Fourth was Tasker Phillips. Fifth, Jamie Ball. Sixth, Josh Snyder. Seventh, Alexander. Eighth, Anna Gebhardt. Ninth, Luke Venardi. 10th, McLean Richards. 11th, Dustin Clark. 12th, Dustin Salvage. 13th, Nathan Murders. 14th was Skylar Daly. The rest did not finish their starts. 15th, Cody Worley. 16th, Chase Porter. 17th, Riley Scott. 18th, Nick Guernsey. And 19th, Cam Swirls. Your leader was Fisher 1 through 10. Nieheiser 11 through 25. The $75 wall. You have it KSC Hard Charger is Luke Venardi. Other contingencies, DMI went to Luke Venardi. Saldana Racing Products, Nathan Raiders. King Racing Products went to Nick Guernsey. BL Motorsports, Justin Salvage. Radiant Supply to Josh Schneiderman, Cam Swirls, and Terry McConnell. And Brian Miller Racing Solutions was Jamie Ball. So that wraps up the Sprint Invaders show. We'll start last week, or our results for this past week, with Marshalltown, as we can tell you, Hancock County was rained out. Southern Iowa Speedway was rained out. So we start with Marshalltown. Picking up the modified win was the 11X, Tom Berry. Second, the 48K, Colin Higdon. Third, the 82, Jake McBurney. Fourth, 26J, Joel S. Justin O'Brien in the 12J was fifth. Dustin Canoing was 6th and 56. Trevor Fitz in the 28T was 7th. 8th was the 5 Shoot. 9th was the 43S of Scott Simonovich. 10th was the 10 of Jeremy Mills. 11th, 21 of David Brown. 12th, Colton Osborne and 72. Ethan Kroll in 17 was 13th. Vincent Evanstone in the 22C was 14th. 15th was the 22K of Kevin Rose. The rest did not finish his credit with 16th. The GT1 of Owen Hill. And 17th was the 5G again, Lathrop. In the stock cars, your winner was Jay Schmidt in the 19J. Second, Austin Miners in the 8M. Running third was the F411 of Braden Richards. Fourth, the 41 Thor Anderson. Fifth, the 19 of Jimmy Gustin. Sixth, the 22 Todd Ricer. Seventh was the 8X of Scott Olson. Eighth was the 17 Emma Jaron Miller. Ninth was the Dakota Sellers in the 7D. 10th, 96 of Clinton Goff. The rest are did not finishes or did not starts. Credited with 11th, the 30 Evan McGuire Young. The 12th, the 38 T Dalton Murray. The 13th was the 94 Steve Meyer. 14th was the 93 Michael Jeanette. Credited with 15th to 69 Jonathan Logue. And 16th, the 07 of Chris Wilkie. In the sport mods, your winner was the Anaheim Braden Carter. Second, the 2X Matt Avila. Wolf from the 7W was third. Fourth, the K3 of Kyle Olson. Fifth, the 29 Colton Lizzie. Sixth, the 57K of Ryan King. Seventh, the 69K of Caden Rice. Eighth, the 18 of Jocelyn Elmquist. Ninth was the 392 Jackson Carey. 10th, the 198 of Sam Weeben. Michael Perry in the 151 was 11th. The rest did not finishes. In the 19J and 12th was Janae Gustin. Tyler Ball in 27B was 13th. 14th, the 22 junior Brady Helmer. 15th, the 18B of Jackson Elmquist. 29X of Matt Miller was 16th. And Aiden Gelner in the 33 was 17th. In the hobby stocks, the winner was Bradley Graham in the 2G. Second was the 12K of Eric Knutson. Eric with the C. Third was the 7B of Eric Stanton. Solomon Bennett was in the 11B was fourth. Fifth, the 55X of Corey Vanderwall. Well, sixth, the 17 at K of Briar Kriegel. Seventh, the 55 M of Brett Mosdom. Eighth, the 47 SW Sam West. Ninth, the 9 of Cody Saban. 10th was Dustin Falloon in 51X. 12th, Kale Cook in 22K. 12th, the 22G of Brad Graham. 13th, the 06B of Brandon Long. Jacob Floyd was in the 8B was 14th. 15th, 19 Ray Hill. 16th, Nate Parkhill, the 88N. 17th was Blake Stevens in the 4B. 1877 of Jacob Wanot. 19th to 17 of Andy Pack. 20th, Clayton Soggy in the 7X. The rest did not finish or did not start. 21st was the 22B of Braden Gifford. 22nd, the 14C of Alita Roden. Michael Cheney in the 58C was 23rd. Did not start in 24th, the 00B of Baylin Long. And 24th, or 25th, excuse me, the 7 of Braden Farnini. In the mod lights, your winner was the 48G of Austin Gray. Second, 46Z of Brian Zeem. Chaz Baca in the X50 was third. Fourth, the 99 of Josh May. Fifth, the 55 of Jackson Carr. Sixth, the 4G of Ben George. Seventh was the Dylan Bush in 96. Derek Knutson in the 3T was 8th. 9th was Garrett Barber in the 44. 10th, Chuji of Grant Anderson. 11th, Colin Anderson, the 9XL. 12th, Garrison Anderson in the 9. Michael Dominguez in the 5 was 13th. 14th was 23 of Seth Barajas. Bauhaus, excuse me. And then the rest did not finish. Just 15th, the OB of Kobe Overbrand. And 16th, the 5G of Joel Glick. In the big sport compacts, $500 the win show. The one that Brad Chandler was your winner. Second, 46, Michael Gardner. Third, the 6R Spencer Rosentine. Fourth, Christian Grady in 89. Fifth, the 65 of Seth Minders. Sixth, the 33K of David Kimball. Seventh, the 83B of Mitchell Bunch. Steven Steitzler in 88 was 8th. 9th, the 15W of Clayton Webster. 11th was the 5X of Dylan Causlon. 12th, the 75K of Caden Gosling. 13th, the 22C of Ryan Cheney. 14th, the 83 of Jake Minders. The rest did not finish this or disqualification. 15th was the 12 of Mitchell Biesenberg. Jason Peterson in the 14P was 16th. 17th, the 33NK of Nicole Kimmel. And disqualified in 18th, the 2K of Caitlin Watts. Over at the CJ Speedway, it was the modifieds. Your winner was the 77F of Josh Foster. Second, 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson. Third, Kurt Kyle in 77. Fourth, the 79 Barry Dugan. And did not finish in fifth was Preston Williams in 43. Stock cars. Your winner was the 05 Junior of John Oliver. Second, the 10D Justin Griffiths. Third, the 23B of Adam Bell. Fourth was Cody Staley in 55. Sixth was the 21M of Kurt Kensley. Sixth, the 56A of Austin O'Donnell. The wrestler did not finish his. Seventh was the 56 of Kenny O'Donnell. Zane Philman in the 41F was 8th. 9th, the 826 of Jesse Anderson. Keegan Wells in 23W was 10th. 11th was the 75 ounce, Austin Kemper. 12th, James Cummins in 83. 13th, the 33L, Luke Phillips. And 14th, the 33 of Trenton Wett. In the sport mods, the bounty was not hit because Dylan Van Wyk, the 117, was your winner. Second, the 10 Levi Lehman. Third, Trey Rock in the 7T. Fourth was Cole Vanderwall in the 11X. Fifth, the Tyler Hecker in 42. Sixth, the 12S of Sean Wyatt. Seventh, the 55 of Dustin Griffiths. Eighth, the 44G of Levi Gaunt. Ninth, Joel Payne in 16. The 70 question mark was 10th to Michael Bear. 11th to 9th, Shane Wright. Justin Huber in the 7J was 12th. The rest did not finish or did not start. 13th, 21, Todd Hanson. 14th to 45, Johnny Williams. And 15th and did not start the 10S of Sheldon Hebert. In the hobby stocks, your winner was Kyler Burmeister in 26. Second, the 7 of Keaton Gordon. Third, Jason Shirley in the 88. Fourth was James Pilkington in the 22. Fifth, Austin Stratler in the 12. Sixth, the 5 of Caden Staley. 7th, the 6XP of Preston McDonald. The 44D of Drake Timmerman was 8th. The rest did not finishes. 9th, 17 Tyler Nimrek. And Braden Wood in 52B was 10th. In the mini haulers, your winner was Brett Timmerman in 95. Second, 20 of Brian Tibbs. Third was the 44 of Lyle Timmerman. Kelly Z in the 4 was 4th. Colton Meeker at 72 was 5th. The rest did not finishes or did not start. 6th, the 141 of Derain Weimer. Hayden Dazell in 22 was 7th. Dawson Tips in 16 was 8th. 9th, the 44 T of Tasker Timmerman. Credited with 10th was Austin Meeker in 82. And Tade Filt in the 15 was credited with 11th. Over at the 34 Raceway, picking up one was the 27I of Tanner Gebhardt. Second, the 31 McLean Richards. Third, the 52H of Kel Emerson. Fourth, the B8 of John Bernard. Levi Hankins 21H was 5th. 6th, the 9L of Lincoln Martin. 7th, the 88 of Riley Scott. 8th, the 7B of Nick Guernsey. 9th was Brett Yeager in 25Y. The rest did not finishes. 10th, the 56 of Matt Krieger. Ian Stewart in the 16 HD was 11th. 12th, the 97X of Nick Easton. And Kevin Corlin in the 23C was 13th. In the modified, your winner was the 10C of Kane Carter. Second, Chip Gaylord in 77T. Third, the 9Z of Chris Zog. Fourth, the 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson. Fifth, the 22 of Austin Becerra. Sixth is Josh Foster in the 77F. 7th, 05 John Oliver. 8th, Bill Roberts in the 5R. 9th, to the 44X of Blaze Lewis. 10th, to Michael Clays in the 8C. 11th was the 71 Dennis Levine. 1257 Andrew Hamburg. Justin Olmstad in the US machine was 13th, and 14th the 7W of Mark Winkle. In the sport mod, your winner was the 117 Devil Van Mike. Sean White in 12S was second. Third, the 10 of Dustin, or the 55 of Dustin Griffiths. Fourth, the 17 of Trey Rock. Fifth, 42V Jared Vandenberg. Sixth, the 75 Joe Miller. 7th, Matt Tucker in 00. 8th, the 55J of Grady Jones. 9th, Justin Huber in the 7J. 10th, Kyle Miller in 78. And Kevin with the 11th, the 666 of Kevin Week. In the stock cars, your winner was the 05 John Oliver. Second, the 1X of Kane Carter. Third, 10G Justin Griffiths. Fourth, Greg Osserman in 28. Fifth, the 57 of Shane Richardson. Sixth, the Les Blakely in 87. 7th, the 5J of Rod Smith. The rest did not finish. 8th, the C4 Corey Sosserman. 9th, the 17U of Chuck Underwood. And Drake Reckert in the 38 was 10th. In the Sport Compacts, your winner was Barry Tappan, 57. Second, the 63B of Bobby Douglas. Third, 23H of Alex Hayes. The rest are 10-hop finishes. Fourth, 38 of Brandon Crawley. Fifth, 10C, Chadwick Poland. Sixth, the 63 of Tim Stuntenhorst. And seventh, the TJ Weibels in the 2X. Dirt late models. Your winner was the 52J Jeremy Punt. Second, the 84 Sam Hillstad. Third was the 53 Dustin Smith. Fourth, Ron Boys in 74. Fifth, Evan Miller in 88. Mark Bertorth in the 7B was 6th. Seventh, the 30 of Curtis Glover. Eighth, the 07 Ray Raker. Jay Johnson was 9th in 93. 10th, the W56 of Gary Webb. 11th was the 42 of Kyle Hollenbeck. Jonathan Olszide in the US Machine was 12th and did not finish in 13th with the 39 of Ed Hollenbeck. Over at the Knoxville Raceway with racing action on Saturday. We'll start with 410 time trials. Quick time was the 55 of Ian Matson at a 15:4:30. OpenWheel101.com was $100. Second, the 88 Austin McCall at a 15:5:43. Third, the 4W Jamie Ball at a 15:5:67. Seventh, 27W of Emerson Exum at a 15:5:76. Fifth was the 10 of Ryan Timms at 15:5:86. 622 Riley Goodnow at a 15:6:86. 721 Brian Brown at a 15:7:15. Eighth was the 27 of Carson McCarl at a 15:7:22. Ninth was the 71X the Law from Piper Price Miller at a 15:7:28. 10th, 25 of Jai Corbett at a 15:7:96. 11th was the one of Team as Thomas Mesereau at a 15:8:23. 12th to 44 of Chris Martin at a 15:8:35. 13th, 17A of Jack Anderson at a 15:8:58. 14th, the 3P of Sawyer Phillips at 15:8:61. 15:39 Linton Jeffrey at a 15:8:77. 16th, 24 T-Mac Terry McCall at 15:8:94. 17th was the 78 of Scott Boguski at a 15:8:95. 18th was the 09 Matt Joe at a 15:8:95. 19th was the 49 Josh Steinman at 15:8:99. Let's try that again. 15:8:99. 20th was 27B Jake Buback at a 15:9:11. 21st, the 7 Taz of Tasker Phillips at a 15:9:48. 22nd, the 2M of JJ Hinkle at a 15:9:66. 23rd was the 95 of Tyler Durkee at a 15:9:67. 24th, the 2K of Ian Matson at a 15:9:91. 25th was the 51B of Joe B. Miller at a 16.045. 26th, the 8 of Jacob Hughes at 16.060. 27th was the 121 of RJ Johnson at 16.087. 28th, the 6K Caleb Johnson at 16.132. 29th, the G5 of Gage Polsterback at 16.156. 30th was the 4K 2W of Matt Wasman at a 16.173. 31st, the 1S of Slam and Sammy Swindell at 16.199. 32nd, the 15 Junior of Cole Meitzer at a 15.353. 31st, the 71 of Brandon Worthington at 16.418. 34th, the 7B of Ben Brown at a 16.573. Heat race 1 went to Scott Bigiski. Second, Parker Price Miller. Third, Tasker Phillips. Fourth, Jack Anderson. Fifth, Ian Matson. Sixth, Ryan Timms. Seventh, Joby Miller. Eighth, Gage Volkswagen. Ninth, Brandon Warrington. Heat race 2 went to J.J. Hankel. Second, to Austin McCall. Third, Matt Jewell. Fourth, Jai Corbett. Fifth, Riley Goodell. Sixth, Sarah Phillips. Seventh, Jacob Hughes. Eighth, Matt Wasman. And ninth, Ben Brown. Heat race number 3 went to Lynn Jeffrey. Tyler Juki was second. Third, Brian Brown. Fourth, Josh Schneider. Fifth, Jamie Ball. Sixth, Thomas Meswell. Seventh, Sammy Tundell. And eighth, RJ Johnson. Heat race 4 went to Ian Matson. Second, Jake Kubak. Third, Emerson Axum. Fourth, Chris Martin. Fifth, Caleb Johnson. Sixth, Carson McCall. Seventh, Terry McCall. And eighth, Cole Meitzer. In the B main, your winner was Caleb Johnson. Second, Tasker Phillips. Third, Josh Schneiderman. Fifth and final transfer was Terry McCall. Fifth is Joby Miller. Sixth, Sam Phillips. Seventh, Jacob Hughes. Eighth, R.J. Johnson. Ninth, Sammy Swindell. 10th, Gage Polsterbeck. 11th, Cole Meitzer. 12th, Brandon Warrington. 13th, Matt Wasman. And currently with 14th was Ben Brown. In the feature, it was Ryan Timms, your winner. Second, Brian Brown. Third, Austin McCall. Fifth, Kerry Matson. Fifth, J.J. Hinkle. Sixth, Jai Corbett. Seventh, Parker Price Miller. Eighth, Riley Goodell. Ninth, Carson McCall. 10th, Emerson Axum. 11th, Ian Matson. 12th, Kelly Matson. 13th, Jake Duback. 14th, Scott Bigiski. 15th, Chris Martin. 16th, Jamie Ball. 17th, Lynn Jeffrey. 18th, Matt Jewell. 19th, Josh Snyderman. 20th, Tyler Durkee. 21st, Jack Anderson. 22nd, Thomas Reserall. 23rd, Tasker Phillips. And 24th, Terry McCall. In 360 qualifying, your quick time was the 22 Exo at a 16.539. Second was the 17 of Tyler Greendyke at 16.772. Third, the 99 Tony Ross, 16.775. Fourth was Parker Face Mayer at 16.799. Fifth, the 40 at Clint Gardner at 16.830. Sixth, the 24H at Cade Higday at 16.837. Seventh, the 4 Cam Martin at 16.917. Eighth, the Carson McCall at 16.926. Ninth, 64 of Ian Matson at 16.933. 10th, the 2 of Ryan Giles at 16.935. 11th, the 86 of Timothy Smith at 16.951. 12th was the 4W Jamie Ball at 16.971. 13th, the 3P is Sawyer Phillips at 16.980. 14th was Terry McCall in the 2014 Mac at 16,984. 15th the 77X of Alex Hill at 16,991. 16th the one Taz of Tasker Phillips at 17,015. 17th the 49 Josh Snyderman at 17,060. 18th to 70 Calvin Landis at 17,083. 19th to 5A of Alexander at 17,102. 20th the 22 at 17,141. 21st to 4D of Cole Gardner at 17,161. 22nd 3P of Russell Potter at 17,185. 23rd was the 83 of Kurt Mueller at 17,307. 24th to 7 of Dustin or 6 of Dustin South at 17,392. 25th, the 2J of Zach Burton at 17,590. 26th to 14 of Aiden Zoo at 17,616. 27th to 1A of John Anderson at 17,924. 28th to 17B of Ryan Bickett at 18,133. 29th was Tyler Graves in the T4 at 18,176. 30th, the 33 of Alan Zoo at 18,284. And 31st, the 38 of Logan Alexander with no time. Heat race number 1 went to Tasker Phillips. 2nd, Sawyer Phillips. 3rd, Cam Martin. 4th, Ryan Giles. 5th, Riley Giddens. 6th, Fricker Price Motors. 7th, Alexander Moore. 8th, Russell Potter. 9th, Zach Borton. 10th, Ryan Bickett. And 11th, Logan Alexander. Heat race number 2 went to Taylor McCall. 2nd, Josh Snyderman. 3rd, Carson McCall. 4th, Ryan Levitt. 5th, Timothy 6th, Tyler Gurndike. 7th, Kurt Mueller. 8th, Aiden Zoot. 9th, Tyler Graves. And 10th, the Clint Gardner. Heat race number 3 went to Ian Matson. 2nd, Alex Hill. 4th, Tony Ross. 5th, Calvin Landis. 6th, Jamie Ball. 7th, Kate Higday. 8th, Dustin Salvage. 9th, Cole Gardner. 10th, John Anderson. And 10th, Alan Zoo. The B main went to Dustin Salvage. 2nd, Kurt Mueller. 3rd, Russell Potter. 4th and final transfer, Clint Gardner. They were followed by 5th, Ryan Bickett. 6th, Zach Boyden. 7th, Aiden Zoo. 8th, Alan Zoo. 9th, Tyler Graves. 10th, John Anderson. And 11th, and did not start, was Logan Alexander. In the feature, your winner was Tyler Gurndike. 2nd, Riley Giddens. 3rd, Ian Matson. 4th, Cam Martin. 5th, Taylor McCall. 6th was Carson McCall. 7th, Tasker Phillips. 8th, Parker Price Miller. 9th, Alex Hill. 10th, Clint Gardner. 11th, Ryan Levitt. 12th, Kate Higday. 13th, Josh Snyderman. 14th, Jamie Ball. 15th, Calvin Landis. 16th, Tony Ross. 17th, Alexander Vane. 18th, Dustin Salvage. 19th, Russell Potter. 20th, Kurt Mueller. 21st, Timothy Smith. 22nd, Ryan Giles. 23rd, Cole Gardner. And 24th, the Sawyer Phillips. In the pro sprint, quick time was the 9 of Luke Lane at 17,517. 2nd, 26 of Chase Young at 17,757. 3rd, the 88 of Jake Hender at a 17,836. 4th, the 02S of Josh Jones at 17,921. 5th, the 44 of Brody Johnson, 18,013. 6th, the 30C of Carter Hansen, 18,020. 7th, the 41 of Jeff Wilkie, 18,037. 8th, the 7C of Devin Klein, and 18,042. 9th was Tyler Thompson on the 48 at 18,051. 10th, the 7G of Dust Jackson Graham at 18,141. 11th, the 35 Kevin Hedrick at 18,145. 12th, the 57A Devin Wignall at an 18,217. 13th to 12 p. Ryan Navatel at an 18-238. 14th to 55 KC Bob Hildreth at an 18-251. 15th was 7 of Tim Young at an 18-758. 16th to 4S of Dave Sutton at 19-268. The next two did not go to the scales. 17th to 0 Mike Mayberry, disqualification with no time, not going to the scales. And 18th to 12 K Marty Stevenson, no time, not going to the scale. Heat race number 1 went to Tyler Thompson. Second, Brody Johnson. Third, Luke Lane. Fourth, Jake Hender. Fifth, Mike Mayberry. Sixth, Jeff Wilkie. Seventh, Kenneth Hedrick. Eighth, Ryan Everton. And ninth, Tim Young. Heat race 2 went to Devin Klein. Second, Devin Wignall. Third, Jackson Gray. Fourth, Chase Young. Fifth, Bob Hildreth. Sixth, Dave Sutton. Seventh, Marty Stevenson. Eighth, Carter Hansen. And did not start ninth, Josh Jones. In the feature, it was Jake Hender, second, Brody Johnson, third, Chase Young, fourth, Devin Klein, fifth, Tyler Thompson, sixth, Luke Lane, seventh, Devin Wignall, eighth, Jackson Gray, ninth, Jeff Wilkie, 10th, Dave Sutton, 11th, Bob Hildreth, 12th, Marty Stevenson, 13th, Ryan Navatel, 14th, Mike Mayberry, 15th, Tim Young, 16th, Carter Hansen. Did not start in 17th was Kevin Hedrick, and 18th did not start Josh Jones. Upcoming racing action for this week. Let's tell you who's off for 4th of July first. Marshalltown Speedway will have no racing action. Will be off this week. Hancock County is off as well. No racing action. So CJ Speedway will be racing action on the 4th with your modified stock cars, sport mods, and hobby stocks and sport compacts. Saturday night over at the 34 Raceway, it is Fan Appreciation Night. And get this, all admission to the grandstands is free due to a sponsor. They'll feature the 305 Sprints, modified sport mods, stock cars, sport compacts, and late models. Over at the Knoxville Raceway, you don't know who will show up. Getting extra laps for nationals coming up as High Limit in the World is off, so it could be an interesting field this week at Knoxville. They run the 410s, 360s, and pros. And then Wednesday night at the Southern Iowa Speedway, the animal classes of racing action with not only sprint cars, sport compacts, sport mods, hobby stocks, and stock cars. And if you're adding to your calendar, the Harris Clash was postponed a week or so ago to August 5th. We will have coverage of that. That would include at the main speedway. That includes modified sport mods and stock cars on that race. Let's wrap it up for this week. As always, thanks for listening. And if you're trying to get to the Facebook page, it has changed. As I'll tell you in a minute, what it is on now on Facebook. Just search for the Dirt Racing Podcast. It'll come up. But because of Facebook, I was having problems with it. It has now been changed. So if you look for the sprint car that's upside down or sitting straight up, you found the page for that. And of course, everything else is still the same. Don't forget you can check out our Patreon page at patreon.com, the Dirt Racing Podcast. And there is a possibility, but I'll announce it on the first night of 360 Nationals. We might do a Facebook, or not Facebook, a YouTube pop-up session during the day, live from the 360 Nationals. We'll still have the show that day. The normal show will be that day, plus the 360 show with preview. And who knows, this is just an idea. It's just going to be a pop-up show, and whoever I can get from the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. Thanks for listening to the show this week. Sorry I just rambled for the last couple minutes. But until next week, be sure and go to your local racetrack. And because it's the 4th of July, please be safe if you're going to do fireworks. And also, if you're not for sure if your local track's racing, check their pages to make sure. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. We'll be back next week.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.